Virgin Interactive Entertainment presents the Westwood Studios production of Lands of Lore, the Throne of Chaos.
My liege, it is as we feared. Scotia has uncovered the temple and will have the nether mask soon.
We must be ready for her. She will come here first.
But Richard, what worry have we here at Gladstone? Surely we can arrange a defense against any charades.
The mask is not a toy. The time has come, and I have no choice. I must destroy her now.
She will be so pleased.
What can be taking so long? I want it now!
Your unholiness.
You will not make me wait again. Ah, it's a pretty little package. At last! Richard and his puny forces have met their match. Ah, I like this. Yes. Will serve me well. Beware, King Richard. You will pay for your lack of vision.
I have need of a champion. Who among you will volunteer to serve me in this matter?
Hey, and welcome to a new Let's Play, Lands of Lore, the Throne of Chaos. As we saw in the intro, we saw some sort of an evil sorceress. I think that was Scotia, and this is King Richard.
Have you decided?
No, I have not. Would you mind interrupting? Manners, even between the royalty. Yes, so what was I saying again? Yes, blah blah blah. Welcome to the new Let's Play.
You decided.
A game developed by Westwood Studios and published by Virgin Games in 1993. This will be a fully blind playthrough. I have never played this myself. I have seen some time ago a playthrough of this from GHostLPs. I hope that I will remember to link his channel and to his Let's Play on this, because I did pick up some tips, tips that I still remember. For example, one of those was...
Have you decided?
No, I have not. One of the tips was to remember that Scotia's eyes. The glow, the color of them. So, yeah, this is a first-person dungeon crawler based on, I think, on the Eye of the Beholder engine, because it is very, very similar on how it works. And we can already hear the music. It is currently playing through the MIDI sounds. I think that's through the Sound Blaster. I may try to poke around it and run it in the adlib or a roll, whatever it is, for a greater experience. But if you've seen any of my previous Let's Plays that I've tried full around it, I think that was Anvil of Dawn and Might and Magic 4 and 5, maybe even Might and Magic 3. Those have failed terribly. The game was crashing, etc. I may try that in the next episode, in the second one, or maybe in the third one, to see how it goes. But about the music, one of the composers, Frank Klepatsky, he is the one responsible mainly for the Command and Conquer series, the Dune, the Legend of Kyrandia, Blade Runner, and Command and Conquer Red Alert. Oh boy, how do I love his job on those classic games. But enough of the other games, we are here to focus on Lands of Lore. So, we have 4 heroes, silly pointer, we have 4 heroes to choose from: ak'shel, Michael, Kieran and Conrad. I don't really know who I want to pick myself, but once again, from what GHostLPs picked up, he went with Conrad. Oops, sorry, spoiler ahead if you want to watch his playthrough, which will be probably superior to mine because he already completed the game couple times, so for him it was not a blind playthrough, which, for my understanding, would be the best choice because over 10 in all stats. That's 10, 20, 32. Kieran sucks. This is 10, 20, 31, 10, 22, 27. But what I picked up from his words on the beginning, I did rewatch it just at the beginning to pick up some tips and hints. Magic becomes overpowered in the end. So, following the spirit of Wahuka, we have Wahuka, GHostLPs have his own, I cannot say version of Wahuka because he has his own incarnation of overpowered mage, but with a downside to it. But if you follow him, you will probably know who am I talking about. I will not spoil that for anyone. So, magic, overpowered, Wahuka. ak'shel, you are the choice.
Your magic runs strong amongst my people. I may not seem as strong as the others, but I'm more adept with the magic of the lands.
Shall I serve you? Yes, you will. And since the magic is, well, will be overpowered, in Eye of the Beholder it was quite okay. Maybe if the food is not as an issue as an Eye of the Beholder, maybe I don't recall at all how the resting works, how the spell system works. So this is more of a blind jump in with what I know that will be one of the most powerful things in the game later on. So I am hoping that this guy will serve as future descendant of Wahuka or whatever. Well, future descendant doesn't sound right, but you know what I mean.
Excellent. Settle your affairs and attend me in the throne room for instructions.
Will do. Will do. And then the game crashed. Or not. Hey, it did not.
Welcome to Gladstone Keep. King Richard awaits you in the throne room.
Poke, 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 poke at the nose. So, let's see. What are my controls? I have not started the game as far as this. I just went with the intro. So, WSAD is... ASD is not working.
The kingdom looks deceptively peaceful. The forest below appears tranquil.
Poke, 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 poke. Yeah, so after I was poking the guard, I actually did some other things, tried out some other things, movement, but that all collided with one of my shortkeys that I am using with OBS, so the video was paused for half of the time. So let's go through that all again. So I went into the game options. We have difficulty levels for the monsters. We can set them as we go. Normal, ferocious, wimpy, and yeah, back to normal, which may or may not will be required. I should probably play on ferocious, but since I have 0, except what I remember from GHostLPs, which is next to none, experience, so I will be playing on normal. The smooth scrolling, this is a game changer because it makes you feel back as it was Eye of the Beholder. You just run through the areas, which we may eventually change later on. Well, turn it off. The floating cursor, that is a mystery to me. I think that's pretty much on the movement, that we can actually move with the cursor, because I don't recall seeing that when this was turned off. Let me just check. Yeah, I don't get that options with the cursor, which is a good thing. I will enable it. Enable this. For the language, we've got English, German, and French, and that's it. Text is on, so we actually see what the guards are talking to us. So all of those are good. I was trying out the melee attack. The sound seems to be cutting off, but it's only for the attack, so maybe that's how it works. And this is for spell casting. As for the time being, I don't know how we can cast different spells, but I enabled the icon for spell casting, left or right click, it doesn't matter. We have single zap, or we've got 4 zaps, and it drains appropriate amount of mana, I think. So that's how you kill, well, how you spell cast, I think. I don't know, I'm playing this for the first time. We've got sandals that are a single point of protection. Sure, that might be magical because it already gives a 6 points of protection. But then again, we've got a dagger that gives us +7 might, which seems to be insane. And interestingly enough, we have some... Okay, we've got different levels that we can gain. Fighter, Rogue, and Mage. Since we are a spellcaster, I will try to focus myself on the spellcasting abilities. As for the inventory, we have a lot of inventory space. The inventory space will be shared between the party members. Oh, there we go. And we can also right-click it to quickly go through the whole thing. Okay, it's not even out. Oh well, whatever. We've got 41 silver crowns. And I think that pretty much covers it. But we'll make a camp and lie down to rest in the center of the corridor when the guards are expecting us to go see the king. Why the hell are you even resting here?
Ak'shel, were you not summoned to see the king? Go back straight north into the throne room.
Yeah, we were summoned by the king, but we decided to make a camp in the center of the entry room, or whatever this is. Yeah, because well, why not? Yes, I already made a save slot, which was during the pause time, but yay, the short keys have been now changed, so we can move on.
What a fine fount. The hidden plumbing seems miraculous. This must be fed by an artesian well. The hidden plumbing. This must be fed.
Okay, give me a coin. No coins. Another thing is that I do recognize and is pretty cool.
Ak'shel, were you not summoned to see the king? Go back straight north into the throne room.
The guards know my name and they are speaking it out loud. That is a very cool thing.
Jaron Oberoth, Royal Chamber. The door is locked.
The door is locked. Oh. Who the hell are you?
Shh. Did you hear something? If Scotia does attack, they say we won't hear a thing. Quickly now. Point out what you need.
Okay, so this guy pretty much introduces us to how the system works in here.
Those are only experimental ingredients. That salve is a secret Gorka recipe for healing. That is a 20-crown donation.
20 crown for a potion of healing. No.
I prescribe ginseng to neutralize poisons and soothe injuries. Would you like to buy a root? That is a 10-crown donation.
No. Okay, so ginseng is neutralize poison. and like wounds issues.
That's aloe. Rub the leaf on wounds to heal them. Would you like to buy a leaf? 5 crowns.
No, thank you. We've got ginseng, which is the neutralized poison. We've got aloe, which is that aloe?
That's aloe. Rub.
Aloe, yes. Hey, I am learning the pronunciations of those words. I don't even know how I would pronounce this. Aloe or something like that. But yes, this is cure light wounds in my understanding. Yes. And salve. No, shut up.
That salve is a
secret recipe for healing. Good to know. We are learning as we go. That's pretty cool.
Plumbing seems miraculous. Victor Glaston, Royal Armory.
Open up.
Oh,
I know this guy.
Victor, afraid of Scotia's new toy? Why afraid? Look at Victor. Myself could use a shape changer.
Oh, Victor.
What you want to buy. Maybe you show Victor what you sell. Okay?
So once again, this is something that the game teaches us. We can show him.
You need for sale that? Okay, my friend. 5 crowns.
No, that is ginseng.
You need for sale that? Oh.
Very cool. I can sell aloe for 5.
You need for sale.
Which I can buy for 5. That's a very good price. Hey, give me that sword.
This commander's sword.
Blah blah.
Excellent weapon. 125 crowns.
But what kind of weapon this is? Tell me, Victor.
You need that mace? 40 crowns.
Okay, that's a mace. We don't need that. Rapier.
Weapon right for you. 60 crowns.
Of course, a spellcaster does need a rapier. You are right, Victor.
Need 1 dagger? 10 crowns.
So now I know that the dagger we are possessing is the weakest of all of the weapons.
Now is not the time for training apprentice.
I don't want to...
Now
okay.
is not the time for training
I thought that those were the arrows.
You again come visit. No?
No. Not anytime soon, Victor. Also, I'm not sure if I mentioned it in during the moment that I skipped. I lost myself there. That was about the weapons, I think. I don't know. I lost myself. Yes, this guy is not here. Yeah, I lost my thoughts. Sorry. Yeah, where are we? We cannot.
Richard's great-grandfather,
Ludwig.
The forest below appears tranquil.
Yeah, they appear so.
Looks deceptively peaceful. The early Calamari were mounted warriors.
Yeah.
An ornate lock.
And a door. Hey guys.
His Royal Majesty awaits you in the throne room.
Before I move on, I am certain that I have not brought it up before the issue of the recording, let's call it that. I do fully intend to not pre-record at least the very early parts of the game. So if you have any tips on Lands of Lore, be sure to throw them my way. I am usually recording it nearly around 12 to 11 hours before the publish date. So if you watched that beforehand, be sure to give me some spoilerless tips. I really appreciate those. And yeah, so if I manage to pick up those before I started recording, I will surely mention that in the video.
I tell you, we must march with whatever troops can be gathered locally.
Isn't Eric mustering his white army? Have we lost all confidence in our own military capabilities?
Eric is the finest commander in the kingdom, but he is a 5-day march from here.
As long as we have our own magic, I really don't see where we need more than the defenses we already have in place.
Scotia is not an adversary to be taken lightly. Ah, ak'shel. Because of the threat from Scotia, I have an urgent need for the Ruby of Truth. Please retrieve it from Roland's estate in the Southland and return it to Gladstone. Here is a key to my private library. Among the books, you will find a magic atlas that should be of assistance on your journey.
Come by my office before you leave the keep. I'll give you a writ that will identify you as being on official business for His Highness.
I have no idea who the additional guys were.
The throne door is locked.
But I assume that was the Chevalier. Do we have a map in here? Tabs, LX, CVM, NM, ASDA, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. I cannot rest. That's the first button I managed to press. Always for options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing. There's no shortcuts for a map, so we do not get that here. Oh boy, I will need to remember all of that. Okay, can we? Yes, we can.
Oh, it's you. The impending storm attracts all you would-be heroes.
What do you mean would-be?
Now, I suppose you want your writ.
I'm the great descendant of Wahuka, or the great...
Even the beasts seek shelter.
Or the great, what's his name? Grand spellcaster from Wahuka, depending on the age and universe that we are talking about. I think I did mention it in the character selection. To mind for Scotia and her eyes. Her eyes were glowing gold like this raven thing here. So this pretty much tells us, hey, that is Scotia. And she knows that we've been given the writ of passage.
Waiting for? Be gone.
No.
I want you to touch something of mine.
I'm sorry. What she said.
Use your own maps. Those are mine.
Oh boy, that was a good one.
If you need help, mayhap that rascal Timothy is at the Grey Eagle.
Of course, because you don't want me to touch anything of yours, right? This game should be rated PG-18 or something. Because of those silly texts. Yes, inventory. Writ of passage. How do you read that? Yeah.
Be it hereby known to all subjects of Gladstone that ak'shel, being an employee of His Highness King Richard, is entitled to all privileges, access, and transportation as he may deem necessary in the royal interest.
Very good. So, the other thing, I am sure I said it before I chose ak'shel as my hero. The music. I will be trying the Roland for the music, if it's applicable here, because Roland seems to be far superior to the MIDI versions.
So it came to pass that the ancient people of Gladstone, having discovered a method of controlling the magics, rose unto power amongst the barbarous tribes of the Great Wasteland.
Very cool. But how do I leave? Ooh.
The magic atlas.
So what's that? Oh, that is the map. Surely this is the map, and I had to move to enable it.
Never drink from underground waters. These will corrupt the heart and taint the Many a twisted soul met its fate through unwise drinking.
Yeah, guys, be careful when you take a drink. Be sure to know the source of the drink, because it may be maybe not lethal, but it may harm you in many different ways.
For my part, I travel not to go anywhere, but to go. I travel for travel's sake.
That was deep, thank you.
Thus it happened that King Andrew, 13th heir to the throne of Gladstone, descended into the depths of the Irbish Highlands, and there the shard of truth called unto Andrew, and he was smitten by its righteousness.
Shard of truth, and he was smithed? Wait, what?
For 3 times 20 generations the people languished in darkness, until Sir Michel Robard unearthed the Ruby of Truth. Verily it is written that The stone spoke unto Robard, and Robard offered up the ruby unto the heir of the throne of Gladstone.
We get different things now.
Only once has the ruby and the shard been combined. Truth was unbound, and all known forms of deceit were unveiled, and this unveiling wreaked havoc upon the denizens of the netherworld. And the nether beasts withdrew from the lands, and it was good, and a great peace fell upon the lands, and this too was good.
I did notice that the lands were written with capital L, so the lands referred to the lands of lore as I cannot say the country. It was like an Anvil of Dawn. What was it called again? Oh, I don't remember. Yeah, the whole country-like thing.
And so it came to pass that the ancient people of Gladstone, having discovered a method of controlling the magics, rose unto power amongst the barbarous tribes of the great wasteland.
Okay, this one repeated itself.
The city of Wyville is home to a wonderful little pub full of personable folk. Bruno's Lodge offers a wide range of fine vintages, Cabernets from the Wyville Valley and Chardonnays from the Irbish Highlands. Bruno also carries a splendid selection of ales, imported from the finest breweries in the lands.
Ales.
The Grey Eagle Inn, nestled in a southland glen, exudes country charm. Tyrus McCubbin has a knack for turning common roast boar into a fantastic hunter's stew. The Grey Eagle's few rooms are seldom vacant, so send word ahead if you wish to stay at this quaint inn.
Okay.
Though we travel the world over to find the beautiful, we must carry it with us, or we find it not. Griswold's rusty gate warrants a second look from visitors to this farming community. Large pints and small fees keep the clientele quite content. The farm-fresh food enhances the taste of even the simplest of meals. If you are traveling through the lands, be sure to stop at these fine inns and rest your bones. For my part, I travel not to go anywhere, but to go. I travel for travel's sake.
Okay, this one repeats itself.
An emerald blade can be of great assistance when dealing with the long dead. It is said that these tired souls despise being disturbed, but no longer fear the threat of plain iron.
That is actually a good tip, that the emerald blade is something of a undead slaying thing, or it may grant extra damage to the undead, I don't know.
The reputed powers of Valen's cubes appear highly exaggerated. Surely no object could truly drain the magic essence from a living being.
I heard. I do briefly recall the Valence cube from GHostLPs playthrough of this, but what those are, I have no idea. I don't recall at all. But this is something I will discover on the way.
The Gorka, while fierce warriors, are actually quite civil creatures. Their love of trade is well known amongst peddlers.
So we found a tribe of traders.
Never drink from underground waters.
Oh yes,
These
yes.
corrupt the heart and taint the mind. Many a twisted soul met its fate through unwise drinking.
So I guess we can now leave. And that's a chandelier.
This hidden plumbing seems
Yeah.
miraculous.
And this way. Yes, I can now leave. Dude, can I leave? Yes, I can. Very good. Do we still have time for a combat?
What a formidable fortress.
I don't want to go there. Yes, I will start I will try to go into a single combat encounter. Oh boy, I may actually need to change that to the non-smooth tile change.
There are silver coins in here.
Oh yes, a swarm. Oh, I know what that is. That is an item of bees. Summons a beast. I don't know.
Is that a Pseudobushia hugiflora?
Is that?
Time to make mud pies now. Lake Dread is much too cold for swimming this time of year. Lake Dread is much too cold for swimming this time of year.
Okay, I need to get used to that. I turn towards some and the game.
What would a beautiful young woman be doing on a road like this?
Excuse me, lad. Are you with King Richard? I need to get into the keep and I have forgotten the password. May I go in with you?
I'm sorry, miss, but these are dangerous times.
Timid fool. I will not forget you.
See? The raven, the eyes, it's always the same. I was really hoping that Scotia, yes, that was Scotia. I was really hoping that she will give us an option to either give her the password or not.
Hey you! I'm taking your money.
You're joking.
My money without a fight.
Yeah, I'm running away. Die. Okay, that was simple. How do I rock take now? Game. The hardest quest of this game. Pick up an item. Get the frickin' rock, ak'shel. I don't know. I have no idea how to pick up a damn rock. I picked up the swarm. Can I drop that? No. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There's nothing there. I cannot pick up the silly rock. Ooh, what's that?
The nest is empty.
Okay. The nest is apparently empty.
Oh, too heavy.
Silly ak'shel. Whoa. What's that? That's a boar. Ha! We are a powerful...
Why are thugs guarding that cave?
Hey you! Come back here!
Oh boy. This is bad. Maybe. They got me once. How do I spellcast this? Okay, that's how I spellcast that. That's bad. That's bad. No. Okay, that was way too close for my first experience in near-death situation. So ak'shel, do rest. Your abilities to die quickly are insane, but I do like them. So anyway, for this episode, for the entry episode, this is pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoyed it and are looking forward to this playthrough as I am. Because as I said, this is a blind playthrough for myself. I somehow managed to skip the whole trilogy of Lands of Lore. Not the only trilogy that I skipped, mind you. Spoilers ahead, maybe. And yeah, see you in the next video. If you have any tips on what I missed or potential ideas or where should I go, anything, spoiler free please. Hints, riddles, whatever works. I am looking forward to any of those. But once again, for now, that's all. Take care and see you in the next video.